offer or go to SoClean.com.
This is RTV6 News at 6, working for you.
And it is a Storm Team 6 alert day. Heavy rains and thunderstorms already making a mark all across central Indiana. Even that, though, was not enough to stop some people from being outdoors. Good evening. I'm Trevor Shirley here with meteorologist Kyle Mounts. You know, we see scenes like that of the guy out there fishing, but this is really one of those days that everybody has to stay weather aware.
Yeah, and now we've got a line of thunderstorms that's moving through, so nobody wants to be out with those.
No, not a good idea.
Any of those thunderstorms, lightning is going to make that dangerous for you. And you may be saying, what thunderstorms? Because it's a pretty narrow band, but as we look across central Indiana, all of these yellow, orange polygons, that's where we have severe thunderstorm warnings in effect. And it does include Kokomo through Tipton into northern Madison County around Alexandria until 6:45, primarily for some gusty winds around 60 miles per hour. May also have some large hail in a few of these from Spencer along 231 through Greencastle into Putnam County, also back through Brazil until 6:15. Your severe thunderstorm warning, it's until 6:45 for Putnam County, also into Hendricks County. So here is this line of thunderstorms moving pretty quickly to the east around 45 miles per hour. So as we track it east here for you, Zionsville 6:11, Fishers around 6:30 this evening. I would say for the Indianapolis area, it's going to be about 6:30 as well. And then this southern extent of the line moving into Danville by 6:15 or so, Plainfield just before 6:30. Severe thunderstorm watch covers pretty much all of central Indiana for that line of thunderstorms until 10 o'clock. We'll have more on that line and what comes after in just a few minutes.
Okay, Kyle, thanks. We know you'll keep an eye on it. In the meantime, Saturday left fans on the edge of their seats out at the Speedway. Today, 15 drivers had a lot on the line as qualifying continued for the Indy 500. Right now, the front and the back of the field are getting set. Let's head over to the Yard of Bricks. Dave First is there with Tony Kanaan. He's got the latest on how everything went down today. Hey, guys.
They quickly got it in. It was amazing. They started at 4:30 with the last row shootout, quickly moved to the Fast 9, and the field is set for the 103rd running of the Indianapolis 500. Spoiler alert, Simon Pagenaud is the pole winner for a race.
18th pole.
How does Roger just keep doing it? You know,
that's why he keeps doing it. If I knew how, I would actually apply that to my team.
Absolutely. It's amazing. RP, the captain, is 18th pole position for the Indy 500. More on that in a bit. The other big story, though, we're following, the fact that Fernando Alonso is not in the show. How big is that, team?
That's a big news. I mean, it's a big disappointment. I don't know how your fans do it. I was more nervous today than I was yesterday, but it is a big thing, and then I have to say it's a big wake-up call at this place. It's very, very unpredictable.
Well, breaking news, sometimes it's really tough to qualify for the Indy 500.
I mean, this was the toughest one I've been in 18 years that I've been here.
Four-lap average for Alonso, 227.3. I think he felt pretty decent about that until the very last qualifier, the sixth and final one to go out, was Kyle Kaiser. Remember Kyle? He was involved in an accident a couple days ago for Uncos Racing. They had to pick out a Grand Prix car that ran down in Austin, Texas. They got it together, did a couple laps yesterday, and then all of a sudden, here it is, 227.372. That is 19 thousandths of a mile quicker. That's all it took to knock out Fernando Alonso.
That's Indy. That's Indy for you. I mean, probably if Fernando didn't have breakfast this morning, probably would that help him.
Kyle Kaiser and Uncos Racing knock out the two-time world champ Fernando Alonso and the great McLaren race team. Let's hear from Kaiser.
What are the emotions like? I mean, 2 days ago, you didn't know you could have a shot at qualifying, and now here you are in the show.
Yeah, this is the definition of a roller coaster right here. I mean, obviously, I think I thought we'd have a pretty easy shot of getting in with the car we had before, and then all that went away when we had that incident. So building from there has been a massive uphill battle. You know, going out and practice yesterday morning was super important.
Right.
Hats off to the team for getting the car out there early in the morning. But, you know, even still, I mean, with that rushed amount of time, the setup wasn't quite right. So we just didn't have the pace yesterday. But it doesn't mean the team gave up. They kept pushing. They kept working. We went over as much data as we could, perfected our shifting lights to the point to where, you know, every 10th of a mile an hour counted. And even the bell guys, they were moving the wicker on my helmet, polishing the helmet off. any drag that we could remove off that car. So everybody contributed and it paid off.
I mean, big picture, Uncos just knocked out McLaren at the Indy 500.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
That is crazy, and that just shows what this place is about. Nobody's safe, no matter what your budget is, what your resources are. It takes heart, and I'm not saying they didn't have heart because I know they put everything they had into this as well. But
this team does.
We gave it all we had, and we had the day today.
A lot of heart for Uncos race, no question about it. The first one to go out, James Hinchcliffe. He did turn in a couple laps in this morning's warm-up, 227.543. It seems like this team is back to normal a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, now obviously he's in, and he can worry about passing a lot of cars in the race. Hopefully we'll be moving up together.
Here's James Hinchcliffe. He's in the show.
Max and Pato and Fernando, like, I know what it takes to try and get in this race, and I know what it feels like to miss it, and man, Indy, she likes a dramatic day, doesn't she? Yeah. It's crazy how it played out, and I'm obviously thrilled for the team and everybody, all our partners, Honda, Aero, everybody. But I know a year ago I was, watching everybody else go out for Fast 9, and we weren't in the show, and it sucks, man. So I feel bad for those guys, but I'll let myself feel like that a little bit today. But we got to get back to work tomorrow.
So the last row looks like this for next Sunday. Sage Karam will start on the inside of row 11, and then James Hinchcliffe in the middle, Kyle Kaiser on the outside. Max Chilton didn't make the show. Fernando Alonso didn't make the show. Pato O'Ward all out. And we're hearing Zach Brown, who used to live in central Indiana, he's the CEO of McLaren, saying, hey, we're not going to buy our way back into the show. That's it. Maybe we'll see you next year.
And that's honorable. I think Zach, it's, he's been in Indiana for a long time. Yeah. He knows what this is all about, and I don't think they want to do that.
They went around and shopped around for some information, some setups. Even they actually got the shocks from an Andretti.
That's the rumor. Do you know that's for sure?
I talked to a mechanic who confirmed that for me. So, but didn't work out. He's
I'm going to go talk
show.
to them, see if I can get those for the race.
I know who to talk to. Much more. Simon Pagenaud on the pole. We'll hear from him coming up in just a bit. For now, Tony Kanaan, Day First live at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
All right, guys, we'll see you in just a bit. Also this evening, one person is dead and 2 others injured after a house exploded early this morning in Jeffersonville, Indiana. Now, that's in the far southern part of the state, just across the river from Louisville. The home, as you can see, was obliterated. Authorities say between 12 and 15 other homes were seriously damaged. Neighbors say when the blast happened, they weren't sure what to think. One man even wondering if something crashed into his house.
It was a big boom with the concussion you could feel in your chest, and the whole house just shook. I mean, it just shook, raised up, and rattled the windows, knocked the gutter off the back of my house. And I thought somebody fell in the house, but I ran out and I thought somebody hit the house. And I ran outside and looked, nobody hit the house.
Unbelievable footage there. Jefferson fire investigators haven't said anything about the conditions of the 2 people who were injured in that blast. The investigation is still underway, and so far authorities also haven't released any information on what may have caused that explosion. And Indianapolis Metro Police say a motorcycle driver was killed early this morning in Fountain Square. The accident also left 1 person seriously injured. It all happened around 3 a.m. in the 1500 block of Shelby Street. So far, police haven't identified either victim, nor have they said anything else about what may have caused that crash. Well, coming up, we continue to look back at our 70-year history here at RTV6. And tonight, we're hearing from longtime anchor Clyde Lee talk about his favorite part of working at WRTV. And tonight is the season finale of American Idol. We've got a preview and a look at why this year's winner will be chosen in a way like no other previous winner.
And we have severe thunderstorm warnings for you right now, stretching from around Hartford City through Danville back into parts of Clay County as well for some 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and some hail. We'll talk about how things settle down for your Monday. You're watching RTV6 News at 6.
At holidayworld.com.
This is RTV6 News at 6, working for you.
And as we continue to look back this month on 70 years of broadcast history here at Channel 6, we're recalling the people who helped deliver the news since it all started back on May 30th, 1949. Clyde Lee arrived at Channel 6 in 1976, quickly making a name for himself as a trusted journalist on the anchor desk, but he also loved reporting, especially health stories. He, in fact, had a regular segment called Medical Matters.
I think my favorite stories, or my favorite aspect of the business, in addition to anchoring, was doing the medical beat. And I think one reason I liked it so much is because it gave me an opportunity to put information out there that people really, truly could use. You know, one of the things that I'm proudest of is that we did screenings. We did colorectal screenings, occult blood in the stool, and we also did screenings for skin cancer. They were free, and I got calls and letters from people afterwards that would say, you know, if it hadn't been for your stories, I might not have found out about this. So that was a great thing, you know. That just made me feel terrific that we had a mission bigger than just doing the news, you know, that we could actually make a difference in people's lives and maybe make them healthier. So I loved the medical beat, and I love doing stories like that.
And coming up on May 30th, you'll get to see Clyde again, along with former anchor Dion Willis, as they anchor our 1-hour anniversary special at 7 p.m. called 70 Years Together, RTV6 Working for You. We hope you'll be able to join us that night.
And it is a stormy evening across central Indiana. Some good news, though. We've just cleared part of the severe thunderstorm watch, so no longer under that in Lafayette and Crawfordsville. But Indianapolis, those storms still to roll through, so everyone highlighted in yellow until 10 o'clock. Severe thunderstorm watch, and then we've got severe thunderstorm warnings. That means the storms are bearing down on your area right now. 6:45, the warning, eastern portions of Howard County, also into northern Madison County, and also until 6:45 includes you in Avon, Brownsburg, Danville, right through Bainbridge into the Greencastle area, and also as we work our way back along I-70. Here's the line of thunderstorms. Let's track it for you. Moving to the east around 45 miles per hour, and could have some stronger winds around 60 miles per hour or stronger here. Moving toward the east toward Elwood. That'll move in here within the next 10 minutes on toward Noblesville at about 6:30, and Fishers around 6:30 to 6:45. Then as we work our way toward the south, Danville at 6:20, Plainfield around 6:30, and Bloomington. Severe thunderstorms possible for you around 6:45 this evening. We've had several wind damage reports and wind gust reports. Several areas, especially northwest of Indianapolis, without power right now, as we've had those numerous gusts around the upper 50 to 60 mile per hour range. Here's a check of TrueCast by 6 o'clock this evening. So right now, what we're dealing with, and you can see it breaks apart a little bit as it progresses toward the east, and by the time we reach around 10 o'clock or so, things should be much calmer. Looking west over downtown, you can see those darkening skies as the thunderstorms are getting a little bit closer. We surge, though, into the lower 70s after drying out a little bit this afternoon at 75 in Bloomington. Tonight, those rain showers will end. 54 with mostly cloudy skies, so it turns a little bit cooler and will stay that way for your Monday with mostly cloudy skies and that west breeze. Temperatures only making their way into the 60s, but it's just a little temperature bump in the road in your 7-day planning forecast. We'll get back into the upper 60s on Tuesday. Keep it dry for a couple of days, but shower and thunderstorm chances do return on Wednesday as we get back into the 80s, even the upper 80s for the end of the week. And yes, we're looking ahead to the forecast for the Indy 500, middle 80s, but right now at least a chance for a few thunderstorms.
And everybody's obviously hoping that that chance decreases
we
as
got
we get
7 days to watch that one. Yeah.
All right, we'll keep an eye on it, Kyle. Okay. Thanks.
Day first, Tony Kanaan wrapping up qualifying at the Indianapolis 500. The more things change for Roger Penske, the more things stay the same. Plus, more on Fernando Alonso. Not in the show. Live here from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
At Ross, yes for less.
Live from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, this is Trackside 6.
Dave First, Tony on live at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Wrap it up. Day 2 of qualifying. The field is set for the 103rd running of the Indy 500. You had this in 2 stages. You had the drama of the last row.
Yep.
Kyle Kaiser knocking out Fernando
First,
Alonso.
the drama of the rain, right?
The rain. And then you're thinking, okay, do we come back and do this tomorrow? And then all of a sudden the skies, they were clear. And just like that, we were going again.
And to 1 hour and a half, we got it done.
Which was amazing in its own right. All right, so let's kind of take you chronologically through this qualifying front 9. And then, of course, you had Ed Carpenter went out. He did a big lap, 229.8 miles an hour. But then Simon Pagenaud comes out and eclipses that, 229.9. And you're thinking, okay, look out. Here comes Simon, right?
Yep. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, wait a minute. Look who. I know you don't see him, but James Hinchcliffe is also joined us.
You can't see me.
Well, hang on.
You carry on with Simon.
We got to work through this. And then you've got Spencer Pigot. Okay, so that's the big drama. Pigot, who was the quickest yesterday, would he eclipse Simon Pagenaud? He came very close, didn't he?
He sure did. He sure did, Dave.
Well, that's insightful stuff.
No, I mean, look, he was quickest. He was quickest yesterday. They've been quick all week,
right.
And it's always nerve-wracking, kind of being the last guy out, because when the guy's done a really good number before you, you're like, no, I don't know if we have it. You get all down on yourself before you even go out. But
celebration is on. Simon Pagenaud, his first Indy 500 pole. Brad Brown caught up with him.
Tell me about the run. What was harder, the drive or the waiting at the end there?
The waiting. The drive is okay. You're alone in there. You're just executing and doing what you have to do. But, you know, a lot of it is the car. It's Tim Penske is amazing at giving you the best equipment. So it's the best day of my life so far. Yet, right? So, no, I'm just so pleased, so happy, so thankful for the position I'm in, being able to drive this fantastic Menards Chevy. Congratulations to Chevy as well. I think there was a display of speed, so, man, I'm speechless.
Roger talked about how consistent your car was. Did it feel as good as it looked to us for the 4 laps today?
Yeah, it was very consistent. I managed to, keep it on the loose side to make sure I wasn't scrubbing any speed with the front tires, and she stayed very, very consistent. Super fast the whole way, so really not an easy run by any means, but pretty straightforward. And thanks to Ben Bretzman, my engineer, for fine-tuning it so well.
Simon Pagenaud qualifies for his 8th Indy 500, 11th career pole, first up front, 18th for Roger Penske.
How about that?
I mean, how about, was it 15 wins, 18 poles, whatever?
Yeah,
just
yada.
That's 17 wins, by the way.
Sorry.
Well, let's wait for 18 maybe after a couple of years. Inside, middle, outside, first 3 rows look like this. Sebastian Bourdais picked things up a little bit. Ed Carpenter, though, Spencer Pigot, Ed Carpenter Racing, again, one of the stories here for the month of May. You were one of the stories, too, man.
For all the wrong reasons, Dave. For all the wrong reasons, we were one of the stories this month. But super proud of everybody at Rochman and Peterson Motorsports, man. Crashed the primary car, have to go to the actual T car. It's funny, you know, we do the pill draw, right? And you draw for your primary, and draw for your T car. And I'm like, man, no one's ever, like, I've been here 8-9 years, whatever. I've never seen a T car actually be qualified. Like, that doesn't happen.
And that's since like the 60s.
You made it happen.
Congratulations.
Yes, I said to Rocket, I'm like, are we going to get rid of the pill draw for the T car? Because that's just silly. And he goes, yeah, maybe. No, I'm glad we have it.
All in the show, a week from today, here live at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Thanks, boys. Good luck for the week, okay?
Of course, guys.
The News at 6 continues after this.
America runs on Duncan.
Well, they've searched the nation and narrowed it down now to 3 top contestants, but tonight only 1 will be named American Idol. ABC's Dana Bacchus is in Hollywood as preparations for the season finale get underway.
The top 5 now narrowed down to 3. Lane Hardy, Madison Vandenberg, and Alejandro Aranda left it all on the stage.
This is the best group ever.
The final 3 singing their hearts out to win America's vote and land themselves the coveted spot in Idol's season finale.
I've been working hard, and I put a lot of time and stuff into this, and I mean, it's all up to America, but if I won, that'd be awesome.
What's up?
What's up, homies?
The long road for the contestants coming to an end. After surviving every round of the competition, earning that golden ticket to Hollywood, the 2019 finalists now hoping their journey lands them the top spot of American Idol.
I just want to keep moving forward and
I want to just keep trying to be me, and whatever that comes, if it's winning American Idol or not winning American Idol.
Even if I don't win, even if I come third, I don't care. I'm so happy. I'm so grateful.
For the first time in Idol history, America's Live Coast to Coast vote will determine the winner, meaning all votes will take place during tonight's star-studded finale. Danya Backus, ABC News, Hollywood.
And of course, you can watch it all unfold live tonight only on RTV6 starting at 8 p.m., followed, of course, by the news at 11.
And we are continuing to track those storms moving across central Indiana for you. Chief Meteorologist Kevin Gregory is here as well. And we continue with a few severe thunderstorm warnings. You can see as we track this to the east, moving into the downtown area as we get a little bit closer to 7 o'clock. So within the next half hour or so, there where we still have severe thunderstorm warnings. So really it's going to be some gusty winds, possibly some large hail out of these storms as they move east. Tomorrow things quiet down, but it also gets a bit cooler. 66 will be the high. We rebound quickly, though. We're back into the 80s by the middle of the week. And looking ahead to next weekend, middle 80s and a couple of chances for storms.
All right, so you'll keep us covered online and on air, so
Absolutely.
Keep it tuned here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you right back here tonight at 11 o'clock.